Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about scalability of your art business. I want to talk about this because yesterday I went to the South Summit. It is the largest startup fair in Southern Europe. During the 3 days event, thousands of entrepreneurs, investors, companies gathered together and discussed the future of business innovation, technology, and it was very exciting. This year, something happened that made me really think. So 2 years ago, I went to the same event and there was the whole panel for art, innovation, creativity, entrepreneurship in art. And there was also an art company present there in the booth. And it's an online gallery. So it was a traditional gallery running in Madrid for 20 years. And they decided to convert their gallery into an online gallery like the Saatchi Art of Spain. So something like that. And it was exciting 2 years ago. And I thought this time it's going to be better. But no, I went through the whole program, I went everywhere and I met a lot of people, but not even one single business owner, startup project or entrepreneur was an artist, not even one. Like I searched and searched, and when I told them that I have an art project and they had this funny look in their face like that's not a business kind of thing. And I was like, why? Like 2 years ago there was something and this year nothing. And I was telling my artist friends about it and I think we came into a conclusion that it's because of the scalability. So scalability is the ability to scale up your business. So if you are a startup entrepreneur, the number one concern is how scalable is your business model. If it's not scalable, no investors, seed fund, any kind of venture capitalists or even accelerators, even government accelerators will not be interested in investing, helping your business. If you cannot make the project appeal to other people to get involved in your art business, you are pretty much alone and you are effectively a solopreneur, like an artist classically that you would paint, sculpt, and you would make art alone without, let's say, help of your business partner. It's normal to do it in a world of art, but looking from an entrepreneurial perspective, it is quite limited and you have to go through the whole journey yourself. That is enormously difficult. If you go to accelerator or incubator for business, they will tell you you need to be 2 to 6 persons in a project. If you are alone, like a solopreneur, like an artist, they will not accept you because it's enormously difficult to bring a project to success alone on your own. And that's why I feel it is very necessary to talk about how to scale your art project and your art business as an artist, as a solopreneur, as an individual business owner on your own. And I will offer you a few different perspectives. Of course, it is your decision and it depends on what kind of business you do and what kind of ethics and moral limits that you have in order to grow your art business. First of all, I would like to talk about the precondition of scalability. So scalability is the ability to scale, but you cannot just scale like a magnifying glass and you just scale like a magic button. No, it doesn't work like that. Scalability is to say when a company can increase sales given increased resources. So you do need to invest money, time, energy, so those resources into growing your business. Otherwise, it will not grow automatically. So how to grow your art business pretty much all along on your own? I offer you 3 different perspectives. Number 1, growth in your production. Right now, you are making 5 artworks a month, but it's not enough to support your family and you would like to make more. You perhaps would like to make 10 artworks a month. That would be enough to send your kids to school, pay your mortgage and invest in your art business. If you're happy with 10, for example, number 1, you need to invest in raw materials. Like, okay, you're gonna buy paints, extra canvas and stretched canvas or all different kind of maybe tools to hold the canvas in the inventory, and all of the things that you need to purchase is investment. And then you'll find that your studio is too small to hold inventory, let alone all these materials you just purchased. Then you need to upgrade your studio, so investment in your studio space. After that, you need to put in more hours to complete the additional 5 works. If you're already operating in your maximum capacity and you cannot work more because you're so exhausted, then you need to get help. You need to employ people. If you don't want to hire people just like on a salary basis, at least you can get some help from time to time to work together on the project. And after that, you need to reduce the time you spend per artwork, because your time is limited. Even you get help, you're still the artist, you will still have to do most of the things on your own, and you're already working 40, 50, 60 hours a week. You have to have a life to rest and relax. Instead of spending 20 hours per work, you need to spend 10 hours. So that has to be reduced, and it's very difficult, of course. You don't want to reduce the quality, but you want to make the speed so that you can make up the lost time producing the extra works. You can do it depending on what kind of works you do. You can choose to make the format smaller, or you can practice a faster technique, or using a different technique, or using a certain kind of machinery equipment to help you, assist you going through the process faster. Depending on what kind of work you make, I'm sure you can find ways to optimize your workflow. Number 2, growth in the price. Maybe right now you're selling your work $5,000 per piece, but you'd like to maybe one day sell it $10,000 per piece so you can make more money from selling your works. This is very classic in terms of artist growth. Like when you talk about growth, maybe first thing the artist would think is growing in the price. You can do it by using more scarce materials, like instead of painting normal paint, you paint in gold, like gold papers. And those materials are so expensive, you can immediately justify a growth in your price. Also, you can choose some certain kind of lines of products. I say products, I mean artworks that has higher margin for the profitability. For example, you're doing art merchandising, you're doing mugs and you're doing t-shirts. Maybe mugs, the profitability margin is 15%, but t-shirts is at 20%. Then you can produce more t-shirts because those products have better profitability margin, which means by repeating and selling more, those kind of products, you are getting more profits. If you are not having a very profitable business, there's no sense to scale up a not profitable business. And let's go out from art a moment. Imagine if you're running a restaurant chain. If the first restaurant is your prototype and is not profitable, by making 10 of the same kind of not profitable restaurant will not make you a successful business owner. So you have to see what kind of works and products or services that are more profitable, and then you prioritize those kind of products and then market them and push them, recommend them, so lure people into purchasing those kind of products so you can have better profitability margin and making more money and scaling your business this way. Number 3, growing your brand. So your brand is the number 1 asset you will ever have as an artist. And you can make money from being a brand even without having to sell your original works. For example, you become a popular, famous artist in your circle. Maybe one day a famous company like Coca-Cola or maybe Nike or Adidas would like to use your works or one of your works or series of your works in their newest advertisement campaign. That means they will pay you a large sum for the royalty as an artist, and you're not selling those works. You're licensing your image and ideas and your brand to be used in their communication marketing campaign. This is definitely one of the most scalable way to make profit in your business, because you're not selling original works. It's not taking extra time of yours. Once you strike that deal, they would just give you money. Of course, you have to choose what kind of brands you work with, because you don't want them to damage your brand value, but you want to choose some brands that will grow with you and increase value with you. So this is very important. Of course, growing a brand as an artist is not easy, and you need to invest heavily in the communication, marketing, and you need to invest your time or money. Time means you have to learn how to promote your brand, and then you promote it every single day for an extensive period of time. And you see your social influence growing, you see your web traffic growing, and you know one day you'll get there. You will be contacted by large brands and you will become one of their collaborated artists, and to be in the Hall of Fame, you will be there, but it takes time. Or you can invest money, which will speed up the whole process. You just hire an advertisement agency and you entrust them with everything, and they will do it for you, and it's going to cost you a lot of money. So if you don't have the money as a solopreneur, it's normal, so you invest time. So you have to learn everything so you can do everything yourself. Growing your art business is not going to be easy, and let alone growing it on your own. And especially traditionally in art business, it's very of a taboo to talk about scaling, and it can hurt your image depending how you do it. So you have to be very careful how you communicate, how you grow, and maybe it's going to be against your ethics, depending on what is your idea, your initial cause of why you make art, why you make art business, and maybe you want to provide jobs for your community. That's why you make it. Then hiring is not against your value, especially hiring, for example, currently unemployed people, or maybe certain kind of social minority groups. It can be a very positive thing for the community, and it doesn't have to be negative when it comes to having a team working for you as an artist. You can also contract manufacturers to produce certain kind of works for you. And if you're using certain kind of recycled material, it's not all bad. You are not, let's say, increasing more waste by having this mass production, and it can be something positive. Not always scaling means evil, means bad, means business, anti-art. Not necessarily. You have to choose the right way to grow. So you want to grow in the production, you want to grow in price, you want to grow in your brand value. It's up to you. I would love to hear from you what kind of strategies you have and what is your plan to grow your art business. Leave me a comment below. Thank you very much for listening to this video, and see you next time.